Well, good afternoon. It's the Network Sommelier here again from 678 Partners. The theme for today is how not to make an introduction. And let me paint the background picture for you here. One of our contacts approached us, asked us some specific questions to do with the sporting industry. And within our network, we identified three contacts that we can approach and ask for a warm introduction if possible. We thought these three folks are a level away from these sporting organizations, and we had a genuine number of questions to ask. And we sent an email, asked these three folks that if they could introduce us to anybody in their network that we thought could be a good contact for us as far as answering these questions on the sporting side of things. Well, two of them came back and said, no, our contacts are not useful to answer these specific questions. However, the third person came and said, I know a lot of people in this particular organization, mentions the organization, gives us a name. Here's John's name. So I look at this email, find it a little bit odd. There's no email, there's no phone number. So I wrote back and I said I would appreciate a warm introduction to John, so John's not expecting a cold call from a strange guy called Network Sommelier and saying I have some sporting questions for you. And she writes back saying that that's the name I thought it would be useful for you to call. I don't really know him well, which makes me ask the following question. Number one, how good do you know your network? And number two, that's not a way to be making a warm introduction. So we're not taught in school about how to network. I think it's only since this last recession that everyone's starting to figure out how to network. But the question is, you really got to understand some of the partners in your network, understand what they do and how is it that they do it. And that was an example of how not to make an introduction. Network Sommelier 678 Partners. Have a great weekend. I'll be out with a couple of interviews in the next few days. Take care.